Hello, everybody.
Larry, we are... Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll set up a throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff as they run left side. Nifty footwork at the 45. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Keith Mumphrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Miles. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
where they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So now the field goal team comes on, led by the kicker, Kerry Spear. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Here we go now. Green.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete as well. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And again this time to the tailback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go. 319.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go. 1-9.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Come on, let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat-out missed.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go. 38.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep is Keith Mumphrey. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
got it now out of the gun. Muscling free near the 40. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd down, it's Barker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And his kick here is good. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be
you
good.
Tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bengals wanted to put last week's game behind them, and they have so far today. The Steelers have a lot going for them and will just want to stay the course in the 2nd half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd down from the 35. Rutgers going to haul in the pass, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. Steelers now later on the drive. Miles ready to take it on the pitch. And he'll go for the score. Steelers now on top. Now 1st and 10. He'll fend off the tackle with a stiff arm. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Bengals go up by 1. 1st and 10. Defense will get to the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get it back out to Cincinnati for the 2nd half as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you're doing across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, that was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Let's go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he slipped right by him. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is Moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And some room to work. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miles. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They'll look to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
I I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even changed game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carter. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. The Jaguars able to come away with a victory there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.